Hey, if you keep hearing I need to think about it on your sales calls, I'm going to save you a bunch of time right now because you're probably the one who's causing it. Yep, I said it. Probably you. All right. Most contractors, they treat I need to think about it like it's some giant objection that showed up out of fucking nowhere. Okay. It didn't. Most of the time, it's not even an objection, you guys. It's what I call an out, an off ramp. It's the homeowner or prospect's polite way of saying, I'm not clear. I'm not comfortable. I don't see enough value. I don't want to tell you the truth about why I want to think about it. All right. And let me clear something up. When they say we need to think about it, they're usually not heading into the war room at the frickin' Pentagon to map out a strategy about doing the project. All right. They're not firing up the whiteboard, in their kitchen and pulling out legal pads and calculators and thinking about it. They're trying to get some space because something feels a little bit off. All right. Now, before you get pissed at them, like, oh, everyone's cheap and they just want to think about it and whatever I just said there, because that's just what you say in your head. All right, let me tell you something else. A lot of the time, you handed them that out. Okay, so before you get pissed at them, you're the one that gave them the out. Okay, because you didn't get to the real motive. You didn't get talk money soon enough. You didn't separate yourself from the other contractors. You didn't get all the decision makers aligned. And then you dropped the price with them. You said, here's the price. And then you expected them to feel crystal clear and emotionally ready to stroke a deposit check and hand it to you. Guys, that's not selling. That is quoting and hoping. Now, if you hang with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the one thing to say when they hit you with, I need to think about it. And I'm going to show you how to stop creating this crap in the first place. Okay? Because the best way to handle I need to think about it is not to get better at responding to it. It's to stop earning it. Think about that. Best time to defuse a bomb is before it blows up in your face. So before you get this out that they give you, you got to make sure that you're not attracting that shit into your life and earning it. All right, so let's talk about what's really going on here. When they say I need to think about it, it usually means one of a few things. All right, number one, it costs more money than they expected. Okay, number two, they're not sold on the value. Three, for whatever reason, they want more bids. Next, their spouse might not be truly on board. Maybe the spouse doesn't even know that they're even having the conversation with you. I've seen that happen. All right. Or finally, maybe they just don't trust the process yet. Or they still don't know why they should pick you. I said finally, but I thought of another one. They don't know why they should pick you over the other guy with the company with really good reviews and lots of experience and all the other things that everybody fucking says. Okay? Guys, that's what's actually going on. They're not thinking. I can promise you that. So, what do you say when they hit you with it? Here's the move. Hey, we need to think about it. Hey, totally fair. Usually, you're real quick. Usually, when somebody tells me that they need to think about it, it means there's still something that doesn't feel clear. What feels off right now? That's it. That's the line. There's no begging. No, what can I do to earn your business today? None of this, I'll follow up next week shit while you quietly, just cry yourself to sleep at night. All right. I don't know where that came from either. But anyway, guys, you slow it down and make it safe for them to tell you the truth. Because when you ask what feels off right now, you force the real conversation. Now they've got to tell you if it's the money or the timing or the spouse or the fact that they don't trust you yet, however they're going to say that to you, or the fact that they're comparing you to somebody who's gave them a cheaper price or a more expensive price and hoping, for the best, right? Guys, that's the conversation you should have been having all along with them. And this is why so many contractors stay stuck. This is why you're staying stuck right now. You, the one that's poking this in the heart right now. Y'all keep looking for the perfect comeback to, I need to think about it, but you refuse to fix the crap that creates it. You don't get to the motive. You don't talk budget early enough, like very early, first call. before you go out there. You don't frame the sale. You don't tell the prospect, hey, if this doesn't feel like a fit, let's just be straight with each other. Like, you can actually say that. By the time you hear, we need to think about it, it's already too late. The homeowner's already checked out. They're hitting the exit ramp, and you still think you have a shot. Okay? It's the old joke. You're so far behind on the track. You've been lapped so many times, you think you're in first place. Okay? Guys, that's weak. Here's the bigger lesson I want to leave you with. If you want fewer, I need to think about it objections, stop selling like a quote machine. Showing up, measuring stuff, talking scope, dropping a number like all the other professional proposal writers. That's what they are. You're watching this, you probably don't want to be a professional proposal writer. You want to be a professional check casher, okay? Guys, that's not a sales process. That's a guessing game. So if you want fewer think about it moments, then do this. Get to the real motive earlier. Their reasons for buying, not yours. Talk money early after you get the motive. Make sure the decision makers are on the same page. Set the expectation that we all tell each other the truth, and build enough value in ways that mean something to them by uncovering what's important to them. Back to the motive. Build enough value so that your number makes sense when it shows up. All right. And by the way, we teach all of this inside our Shinfu pre-qualification system. All right. So the link should be around here on the screen or in the notes or something, whatever. I don't know. Click it, check it out. Anyway, when the homeowner feels clear and understood and confident, they don't need to think about it nearly as often. All right. So let me give you the play one more time before we get out of here. When they say, we need to think about it, you say, hey, totally fair, right? I'm agreeing with them, not arguing. You know, usually when somebody tells me that, it means there's still something that doesn't feel clear. What feels off right now? And then shut your mouth. Zip it. Shut up. Let them tell you the truth. Because your job is not to pressure them and twist them and coerce them into buying from you guys. Your job is to lead the conversation and let them hide behind that soft outer exit ramp. Okay? Now, if you want to stop getting kicked in the teeth by, I need to think about it, and other outs, as I call them, all right? Stop hunting for a better comeback and fix the sales process that's creating it. All right. And guys, if you want help doing that, real simple here, check out the video. Okay. Right here. Watch that. It'll help you do those things. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me here tonight, today, whenever you're watching this. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.